I don't think I can start till we get
No,
Liam,
you
right?
gotta wait for them, okay.
Is everyone else not, is everyone else canceled on that?
They're just not here. I'm gonna call Liam.
That's fine. I'm just gonna put this on.
Secretary,
Yeah, we're gonna. Just tell me when we're on.
you can do this meeting for.
We're setting up tonight.
First.
Well, the meeting will come to order. This is the January 14th, 2025 Shellfish Conservation Commission meeting. Item 2 on our agenda is those present. In person, we have myself, Noah Nygren, Andy Blanchard, and Jason Quirk. Online, we have Travis Turner. Do we have Liam yet?
Yep, leave it on the two.
And we have Liam Erickson. All right. Liam, just let me know if you're having trouble hearing. Item 3 on our agenda is act on the request for nominations for chair. I will just get this on the floor. Is there any discussion on this? Does anybody have interest in being chair?
Try to nominate Noah Nygren to be chair.
Yes. Do I have a second? All right, thank you. And so the motion is that Andy has nominated me for chair, second by Jason. Those in favor? Okay. It appears to be. All right, well, I don't know. I didn't see
Noah,
anything
am I doing the minutes?
so far, yes.
Okay, great. Thank you.
And were you in favor of me being chair?
Yeah, of course. Yes, thank you. That'd be great.
All right, appreciate it. So for item 3, it was unanimous. All right. Item 4 on our agenda, act on the request for nominations for vice chair. Is there any discussion on this? Does anybody wish to be vice chair? All right, you know, I think,
What's the job of vice chair?
Hmm?
What's the vice chairman do?
backs me up in case I can't make it or something. Currently Terry is the vice chair. He just doesn't happen to be here tonight. You know, if you got interest in it, that's totally something we could do, but he didn't have to do anything last year.
Sure.
All right. I nominate Andy Blanchard for vice chair. Do I have a second?
Second.
All right, second by Jason. Those in favor?
Yeah.
All right, it's unanimous. Item 5 on our agenda is act on the request for nominations for recording clerk. Is there any discussion on this? Liam, I'll start with you. Any discussion on being the secretary again?
It'd be a privilege if you would all have me. I'm pretty, I'm pretty available and I'm happy to do this.
Okay, appreciate you saying that. Is there anyone that wants to be secretary? Okay, I nominate Liam Erickson as recording clerk. Do I have a second? All right, second by Jason Quirk. Those in favor?
Yeah.
All right, it's unanimous. Item 6 on our agenda is approval of the minutes for December 10th of 2024. Was there any corrections to the minutes? Okay.
If you ask him, no, I don't have any.
All right. Now, the clerks have asked me to actually take a motion for this, so I guess I'll move to approve the minutes of December 10th, 2024. Do I have a second? All right, second by Jason Quirk. Those in favor?
Yeah.
It's unanimous. Item 7 on our agenda is the Harbor Master's report.
Okay, good evening. So the Harbor Master's report, just a few items. All the 2024 conservation time has been documented. Everything that came into my office and the clerk's office has been verified. it's accurate, and every person that holds a license has met their conservation time, based on their age. There was an email sent out about skiffs and boats. I sent out to all mooring holders and clam diggers. We need to make sure that every boat is registered appropriately with the proper registration sticker and the identification numbers, because when something goes adrift or we find something floating, we want to be able to track it back, and state law requires it. So if people don't have boats and skiffs registered, it's going to affect their mooring renewals. Skiffs, even though you guys, are taking them on and off the trailer, for clam diggers, and the ones even tied to the dock getting the moorings, need to be registered. Everything has to be registered. The new stickers for moorings and parking passes have been ordered. I should hopefully have those within the month. I know it's not a big pressing issue until summertime when we need to have parking passes, but they have been ordered. I did that last week and confirmed this morning for numbers, and they should be here within a few weeks. Still working on the green crab market with a guy. He's very interested. So I'm still seeing what he's gonna come up with. And then I did talk to Ari, reference to your license allocation. We need to take care of that if we can tonight for license allocation, because the lottery will be in April again, or so. And Shellfish license will be due for renewal. And I did talk to the girls in the clerk's office. We are gonna be automating some of the day licenses through this new online portal we're using for moorings and Shellfish. So that's gonna go live in a few months. That's all I have.
All right, thank you, Darren. Item 8 on our agenda is council liaisons report. Don't have Scott tonight, but hopefully next meeting. Item 9 on our agenda is general public comments. Mike, did you have anything to say?
No, you're gonna do any projects
Not tonight.
tonight?
No. All right. Item 10 on our agenda is old business. Act on Shellfish license allocations for the 2025 season. This was tabled from the last meeting. So I suppose what I'll do is I'll get this on the floor. Not going to take a motion or a second, just going to do it and go into discussion here. So currently, for commercial licenses, we have 30 resident commercial licenses and then the 3 non-residents. We have 10 student commercial licenses for resident and then 1 non-resident. Those are the numbers.
Would you restart that list? 30 commercial resident licenses.
Yeah, and 3 non-resident,
Yep.
10 student resident commercial,
Yep.
1 non-resident.
Thank you.
Yep, no problem. So those are the numbers we're at. Did anyone have any more discussion on this before? I mean, I'm prepared to make a motion, but others can do that as well.
I think we should not renew any of the licenses that have not, if anyone's giving up their license, I don't think we should renew.
I don't think they did, right? Everybody renewed.
Not that I know.
I think everybody renewed.
Including student licenses. So if there's.
Right.
There's gonna be 1 student that's gonna not renew their license.
There's only one. Oh,
Yeah.
That one.
That's gonna be tricky too, because if we were to adjust license numbers down, many people are saying we should cut, even if we cut by 1. That would indicate that there'd be no commercial licenses available for students or just commercial.
Yeah, that's just how it is sometimes, so Noah, right?
I suppose I'm not sure what the average availability is every year, so I guess it'd be the first time since I was chair that I'd heard of that.
I mean, it's the worst digging, at least since I've
Yeah.
been a digger.
Yeah, tell me a little bit more about that. I haven't been out for a while. Tell me how it is now.
What used to be 200 pounds is like 200 pounds or 150, like,
So
or worse.
landings are anecdotally being
Landings
cut
are
in
way
half.
down. The the summer last year, like landings are way down, at least from what I've seen.
Are you out there too?
I've been up since September.
Yeah, so like half.
Of the small clams that I see, I don't think they'll be, ready for a while. Like, I don't think they'll be that good this year at all, really.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I don't do much digging in the winter as I'm doing my seasonal job. But I've been twice with my dad and it was pretty discouraging. I mean, it was not very good. And I mean, I'm no Superman digger, but I was hoping for a little bit more. There was just not much there.
Okay.
concern with, I just think they should take away like as many as, I don't want to take away anyone's license. I don't want to take away anyone's license that isn't looking to give up their license, but of the ones that either aren't renewing or have to not renew because they're aging out or whatever, I just don't think we should have any renew this year.
Yeah, another consideration is that this is only a recommendation and then the state and the council would have to make the approval. And so what I found is we want to make a recommendation that the state is probably going to approve. Once you get something disapproved, it's all down there.
So what do you guys want to do? Cut back on license?
I'm thinking, and this isn't a motion yet, but I would probably plan on cutting the number by one commercial and by one student.
Through like taking the license back.
Nope, you don't take it back. The numbers are pending until someone gives up a license.
So if somebody's out next year, doesn't renew it, then you won't put it back up for
Right.
grabs.
Exactly.
Is there a way of saying that
We've never pulled a license from somebody, so
Is
it's
Yeah.
natural attrition.
Yeah, is there a way of saying that you take away as many as are given up? Like if
Be the last one
people
on,
give up
first one
their
on.
licenses,
No, you have to set the number. It's like a list of, there's a number if you want to see it, but
Yeah,
you have to set the number, that's why.
how does that affect, like, so it's just pending until people renew it, and then once they renew it, it's officially set?
Say you said that one, it's not saying you can't change it for next year, right?
Yeah, we do this every year. So the number would come out and it would be 29 resident licenses, 9 students. And next year, when the committee does this again, then we would see how it's looking out there, look at the survey data. The surveys did show a decline in populations as well. We did look at that last time.
What did DMR say about that? Like, did they get back to you on that?
Over the average, when I talked to Ari, over the average, 3 to 5 years, and landings have been the same. So, but that's landing data, it's not
Yeah,
survey data.
yeah, she seemed to know there was a decline in a lot of areas of the state, though. I don't know why landings would be the same.
I mean, there's always been people dropping out. This first year, I haven't seen it in a while, but some people age out, they're too old, they don't want to do it no more. Those, if a guy can't make a living at it, he ain't gonna stick with it either,
Yeah. All right.
I think we should take, I don't know, like 5 or something like that. Like, I think more than one. One just,
My concern is that the state's not going to approve 5, and the council might not approve 5.
I don't know, the way I've been looking at it is, it's claiming a lot worse than 3% worse or whatever one license would actually do. Like, that one license implies, what's there, 40 total or?
Well, you got to be careful.
2.5%?
It's not going to be proportional for sure. Yeah,
Noah,
I don't-
are we able to just like hold off on giving out new licenses this year and then just reassessing next year? Like, wouldn't they probably let us get by with not issuing any new licenses? And if someone gives one up, then, we keep it and then we reassess next year and maybe say the same thing or change our mind, but we don't ever have to say like, we'll take 5 licenses.
No, because we're setting the number. Currently, if we leave license numbers the same, that's what we're doing. Because it just so happens that nobody gave it up. So if we leave license numbers the same, then everybody with a license, except for that one student, will be out there next year, I believe, if that's what you're saying.
Yeah.
And that's an option. We could reassess, but I would be more inclined to do it year by year. I know it's a weird analogy, but the Federal Reserve cuts rates slowly on a lag, and it takes a while. They go lower, 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 higher, higher, higher. That's the kind of adjustment I would be more comfortable making. I think the state is probably going to approve reducing by one, and then perhaps the same next year if it's needed. I don't think they're going to approve five all at once.
Why wouldn't they? Like what's the parameters that they're going off of that?
They look at a lot of things, but they do look at the surveys. I don't think that the surveys for five licenses worse. They just were trending down.
Yes, I don't know, there just isn't much up there. Like,
Yeah,
one
I
license, I don't think really does jack squat, to be honest, you might as well leave it the same if you're just getting rid of one license.
But even if we do five, nothing's changing this year anyway.
right. It's not changing this year. That's the other thing. So it's up to, I mean, it's up to us
What do you
tonight.
mean,
If
but it's not changing.
Hmm?
Nobody gave up their licenses yet.
right.
Well, we don't know that until April though.
Well, everybody can renew. Everybody did their conservation time. And I guess, so that's actually the one student.
But like by that logic, there's never anyone that ever gives up their license. Like people give up their license, like
Oh, yeah.
commercial licenses become available every once in a while.
Right, and so the student, if we did cut by one and one, then there'd be one less student out there next year. So, we're doing at least, I guess we are doing at least something. If we do opt to cut by one and one. Or if someone wants to make a motion, I'd probably go ahead and discuss it first. Give me your thoughts, but
What do you think the most the state would approve? Do you think they'd approve more than one and one?
we could try 2 and 2. The answer is tough. I don't know. I wish we had Ari here, and even if we did, I don't think she could just tell us that on the spot.
Now, what's the process though? So say they deny it, then what happens?
I've never done it. I've never been denied. I'm guessing it would just be denied, and the license numbers would stay the same.
Like to make a motion to lower the license count by 2 commercial licenses and 2. So it'd be
2 commercial resident and
commercial
2
resident,
student commercial
2
resident.
student commercial, okay. What if they're non-residents that give up?
Still available. You can't take that. Okay, so Liam, the motion that Andy has made is a motion to cut commercial resident licenses by 2.
Yeah.
And commercial resident student licenses by 2.
Yeah. Got it. Thank you.
I will second. And any more discussion? Okay, I don't see any online. Those in favor?
Yeah.
All right, looks like Andy, Jason, Noah, Liam in favor. Those opposed? Travis is opposed. All right. Item 11 on our agenda is new business. Discussion on survey incentives, and I think Darren you wanted to talk about this, to talk about the difference between surveying and people getting their time by traffic.
Yeah, so, as I said in a few meetings prior, we're gonna open the green crab trapping much earlier. We're gonna try to open that up. as
Hey,
soon as-
Darren, I'm sorry to interrupt you. What are we, what part are we talking about right now?
Item 11,
Item 11, survey incentive.
Thank you.
Incentives. We're gonna try to, open the crab trapping much earlier this year because the green crab molts in the month of April. And so we're gonna when we set the conservation year, which you're probably gonna do next month, Noel, is that right?
should be.
I'm making the recommendation that we start crab trapping April 1st. April 1st, and we should crab trap right through October 1st. There's no reason why we shouldn't be. If we can make a dent on the molting season, then we have a better aspect than starting to trap in June because all the babies are running around at that point. The other part is the gentleman that I've had a conversation with, he thinks he may have a market for green crabs. So as soon as we know that he has a market, then we're gonna work on a plan to put them somewhere and he's gonna pick them up, a few times a week, I guess, but we're still in the middle of having that discussion. But I think that we need to open that season up much earlier than June 1st or May. We need to be doing it when they're in the molten season is the most important thing.
Okay, yeah, we'll be planning to get that memorandum out, which has all the approved conservation projects for the year. Should be the survey, dates and times, that kind of thing, but I'll talk to you beforehand. I'm gonna change crab trapping. So April 1st through October 1st is what I'm gonna plan on. I'll talk to you beforehand.
Yeah.
Okay, was there any more discussion on surveys or conservation time for this year? Okay, excellent. Item 12 on our agenda is set the next agenda. So Liam, for next agenda, can you,
Stand by. Item 12, set agenda. All right, ready for you. Thank you.
yep, can you put set conservation projects for 2025?
Yep.
All right, is there any other items we're gonna need on our agenda?
We have to reconvene after we hear back from the state on our license recommendation. We not need to put.
Nope. No, the council's gonna vote on that.
Right.
Okay. Well, hearing no other items for next agenda, item 13 is adjournment. I move to adjourn. Do I have a second? All right.
Yeah, but I got a question. Once we adjourn, Noah, since I missed just the first couple moments, can you and I can I ask you a couple questions? Like, can we-
Yeah, just let me call you right after this.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Yeah, then I second.
Okay, second by Liam. Those in favor? Liam, are you in favor?
Yep. Thank
It's
you.
unanimous. Thank you.
Thank you, Darren. Have a nice night.
You too. Thanks, guys.
Thank
Happy
you.
birthday, Liam.
Hey, thanks, Andy.
Happy birthday.